Morning, Ange.
Morning, Dee.
Welcome to the first episode of
The Morning Share.
Man, we are so excited. This day we have been waiting for months and months, and it is finally here.
Yeah, it just seems like the next step in the journey, doing conversations and life together on our own, and then wanting you to join those conversations as well.
Exactly. So pull up a chair, join the first of many conversations.
Yeah, welcome to the table.
So we have to start with who we are.
Yep. Well, we've been friends for over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
We have grown and had ongoing conversations for years, and we have seen each other in all kinds of ups and downs and everything in between.
Yeah.
And then here we are now taking those conversations in a bigger context.
Yes. And not just conversations about the weather. Obviously, like, we're not talking about just shallow conversations, but deep, hard things that have helped us grow individually and together.
Yeah.
And in our community.
Yeah. So this is Deanna, and Deanna is in her very core a healer. And she has this incredible ability to bring such a warmth and a calm spirit to any conversation, any environment. And just this morning, I was thinking that she's like a deep breath. Like, she gives me space as a friend to inhale and exhale around her. And whatever state I'm in, she's just authentic. And so she is definitely such an incredible friend and asset to me in my life and those in our community.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Angela is the mirror that I always needed. I love the way that she sees me, and I know that's true for others too. One of my favorite things about you is that you always want my whole self. And I'm saying this, but I know that everyone else would sit in this chair and say the same thing. Whatever that looks like in this moment, good, the bad, the ugly. And what greater gift. And then the other thing I thought about for you too was you live the yes. Like, open door, sit at my table. Not only do you want people's whole self, but you give your whole self too. You live openly. You live the yes.
Oh, thank you.
So,
and here we are together. I feel like though we approach things from two different kind of perspectives.
Yeah.
I'm more the talker. You're the silent partner.
You're more of an extrovert.
Yes, you're a little more introverted.
Yeah.
I think at heart, you're like a therapist, and I'm kind of a life coach. So I'm going to like be your cheerleader and move you to like do the thing.
Yep.
And you're like, well, let's figure out why. And those, though, make this brilliant conversation.
Yes.
That I think everybody that's joining the conversation is going to be able to resonate somewhere on that spectrum and benefit from both of us. And we converge that both of us are highly relational.
For sure.
So when we say welcome to the conversation, that's not just a tagline. That's our heart's desire and really a motivating factor for starting this whole podcast.
That's right.
Of stepping out of our comfort zone in this kind of atmosphere into the realm of podcasting.
Yeah.
And so genuinely, thank you for being here. So Dee, tell me about, like, how did we together start this kind of process?
So we share the same space, and we found ourselves gathering on the couch in the morning with our hot tea and coffee.
Or side porch in the warm weather.
Yes, that's right. And talking about what books we were reading. We ended up even reading a book together. And that just evolved into continual discussions about whatever we were going through that day.
Well, I think real-time conversations about real life, but also like deeper things and how to continually like live authentically in the life that we're a part of.
Yes.
I think both of us at our core are deeply spiritual as well as relational. And so trying to integrate kind of that relational side, but yet also like to make a difference in the lives of those around us and live authentically ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of our big things that we kept coming to, and I learned this from you, but a desire for wholeness as
Yeah.
individuals within our community and even globally.
Yeah.
Collectively.
So when we say wholeness, we're talking about living a life that from your most authentic inner self, your truest sense of yourself inside, that actually translates to how you show up in any environment outside yourself. And I think that is desperately needed in our world. And like you said, in our country, in our families, to be able to integrate those two things.
Yeah. And I think for me, and I don't know if it's my stage in life or just a timing thing of where our roads merged, but I literally felt like I woke up from my life, woke up to my life.
Right.
And just every day, it feels like a new discovery of who I am and waking up to what I was created to be.
Exactly. And I think that's come because we were willing to kind of be vulnerable and admit like things felt weird or be able to sort things out until we came to a place of, okay, now I see it this way.
Yep.
And I think that was born, as usual, for any catalyst for real growth, was born out of some kind of painful moments, some things that weren't going super well, some struggles we were both facing. And so I think that's just the way life is. And so if that's where you find yourself these days, welcome to the conversation.
Yeah. Well, and I think our heartbeat is that we've experienced this ourselves and together, and we want this for you.
Yeah.
And we know it's possible for you. Really,
sure.
You're going to hopefully experience a thread of hope in all of our episodes.
Yeah. And I think there's no conversation or conversation topic that's off the table for us. And that was part of our pursuit in authenticity.
Yeah.
Is finally being willing to say out loud the deep questions, frustrations, perplexities that we both have throughout that haven't always been welcomed in some situations. And so to be able to talk those honestly. And we're realizing we're not the only ones who are there.
Yeah.
So this is a welcome again to you if you're in that kind of liminal space, that in between, that you feel like you don't agree totally with one thing or don't agree totally with the other thing. There's a different way. There's an option C is where we're at.
Yes.
Of trying to sort those things out.
Yeah.
So since it's a new year, most people have like new intentions, new goals, and everybody sets a new pattern or rhythm for the new year going forward.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that you're going to participate with us in setting a new rhythm of listening to this podcast and participating in the conversation. So what's our rhythm going to look like, Dee?
Okay, well, every week we're going to release 3 episodes. On Monday, what you can expect is an introductory episode.
Yeah.
We're going to introduce the theme, maybe ask some probing questions just to whet your appetite for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Then Wednesday, we're going to deep dive on that same topic. And Dee and I are going to share with you kind of what we've kind of discovered and kind of invest some personal capital into this as well to talk about how we got to where we are, what we're still wrestling through, and still continually inviting you to kind of be willing to deep dive with us.
Yeah.
And then on Friday.
Yeah, Friday is all about reflection. Hopefully during the week you have thought about what the points are or thought about what the topic is. And then we're going to hopefully give you some practical ways to implement these things in your life.
Yes. So it's going to be a week filled with us, but hopefully that rhythm is going to build in you just some freedom to be able to be your truest self. So the topics range from emotional topics to spiritual topics to relational topics to everything in between.
Yeah,
There's
life.
Life. There's nothing off the table. I think one of the motivating factors for Dee and I in pursuing this as a podcast was, since we are relational, is continuing to understand the importance of connection, of belonging, of community. And I feel like in our world, that's that's probably the core of healing is finding places that you can not only belong and have connection with your own self, but then empowered to connect and belong in bigger spaces and be that for somebody else.
Yes.
So I think to what end, we answer here a lot, to what end is we want connection with you. We want to foster connection in your community and your family as well as a wider audience.
Yeah. And I think we both firmly believe that starts with conversation.
Absolutely.
And that's really at the heart of the morning share is conversation.
Yeah. We say frequently that these days it seems as though people jump to confrontation rather than conversation. So we're trying to kind of reawaken the lost art of having just a conversation.
Yep. Yep. And something that's really close to our heart is the practice of presence. So that's something that you'll hear us talk a lot because we believe there's so much importance in the practice of presence, and the gift that you are is a gift to the world.
Absolutely. Yeah. Somebody asked me recently if you and I disagreed. And it's so interesting that that's where they jump to. Because we're so prone to hear information and we decide we have to agree or disagree really quickly.
Right.
And so hopefully, if nothing else, these podcasts are going to give you space not to have to rush to either one of those, just to think.
Wherever you find yourself, agreement or disagreement, you are welcome. All opinions. And I think actually we're going to really work to try to dismantle that presupposition or, that whatever that.
Bent.
Yes. Pull up a chair regardless of opinion or anything. Like you are welcome. And so that's what we're working really hard to do is provide a safe, shared space to share stories and share ourselves.
Yeah. I heard recently somebody I really admire, and she said that the only conversations that she refuses to be a part of are ones that dehumanize someone else in the midst of it. So other than that, your opinions, your thoughts are all welcome. The only boundary we draw is we respect each other as humans, whatever that is. And so I think that's been a rule for us. And I think it's something valuable to go forward to create a community that's healthy.
Yes, absolutely. So the bottom line is you belong here.
Absolutely. If you're close by, come for dinner. That's usually
right.
what we say around here. So if you're hearing this and you're wondering, okay, so what do I do next? Well, you can follow us, whether you listen to podcasts on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Those are the things you want to follow. You also can find us on Instagram at The Morning Share Pod, P-O-D. We'd love to have you there as well. We'll be releasing different little excerpts and things that we've talked about in the episodes. Then we have a Substack account.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, which you're going to find all kinds of bonus content and where we kind of deep dive on some of these topics even more. It's bonus content as well as us going the next level of what we're thinking about these and where we are on these topics.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more behind the scenes.
Yeah, so you can definitely engage with us on any of those platforms. We'd love to have you join the conversation in any way that works for you.
So thank you for starting this journey with us. We are just so thrilled to be starting this and so thankful that you're here.
We look forward to picking up the conversation with you on the next episode.